Hello fellow Olympians and welcome to the final result of the fight against the Titans. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to the final results for GreekGodAthon. First and foremost, I'm sorry it's a little bit late. I am very busy, so I am trying to get my life in order, trying to get everything sorted, but as I promised, here's the video with the final result. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you how many books basically each god's team has read, so all 12. Then I'm going to tell you the amount of pages for Team Chaos, the amount of books for Team Chaos, and the amount of points for Team Chaos. I'm going to do the same thing for Team Control, so the amount of books, the amount of pages, and the amount of points. Then I'm going to tell you the averages of books, pages, and then most importantly the points, because the average amount of points per team is what will get you through the finish line. So that's very exciting. I've also looked at the amount of people that were in each team, so Chaos had quite a bit more than Control, so I'm taking that into consideration, hence why it's an average. It depends on the amount that was read and the points that were, especially the points that were received when fighting against the Titans. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have my phone here to talk about it all, and let's start. I'm gonna do this in alphabetical order because that's just easiest. So first and foremost, we have Aphrodite, and Team Aphrodite has read a total of 104 books. Well done, Team Aphrodite. Team Apollo has read 96 books. So again, well done, Team Apollo. Team Aries has read 118 books. Also very well done. Then we have Team Artemis, just a little under 200 with 198 books. Team Athena has 131 books. Then Demeter has 38, but there were also significantly less people in that team. So I think you can really see the amount of books because those teams had a lot more people in there. Then for Dionysus, that is 28 books. Then Hades, who is by far the biggest team. Everyone loved Hades and they've read 324 books. Hephaestus has read 94 books. Hera, 66 books. Hermes, 113. Hestia is 156. Poseidon is 164 books. And last but certainly not least, Team Zeus has read 75 books. So those were all of the teams. I didn't look into the amount of pages and the amount of points that each individual god has gotten because it would have been quite difficult to grasp, but this is the amount of books. Just so you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that one of the teams has read a lot more than the other, because some teams like Hades had a lot more people. So everyone, well done, and I hope that you've enjoyed all of the books that you've read, or at least they were serving a purpose, if that makes sense. Okay, so those are all of the books that each team has read. Now I'm going to go into the bigger team, so Team Chaos and Team Control. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to tell you the amount that each team has read. I'm going to tell you the amount of books, the amount of pages, and the amount of points that each team has gathered. Then I'm going to go into the average and I'm going to put the two against each other. And the final one is the most important one because that's the average amount of points per person, I think. Yes, it is the average amount of point per person. So let's just get into it. Let's start with the Team Chaos totals. So Team Chaos has read a total of 1,077 books. Incredible. The amount of pages that they've read in total, I can't even pronounce these to save my life, is 378,842 pages. And the amount of points that they've gathered is 6,628 points. Well done, Team Chaos. That is a lot. As for Team Control, they have read a total of 628 books, and they've read over 200,000 pages. They've read 203,974 pages. And the amount of points that Team Control has gotten is 3,929 points. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine the amount of love and everything that GreekGodAthon would have gotten, especially with the amount of books and the amount of points and pages. It's incredible. So let's go into the averages. So what I've done is we've had a sign up sheet, and I've taken the amount of people that have signed up per team for the amount of members that each team had. It might be off a bit, but there's just no way of checking. If you haven't signed up, I'm sorry, but there's that. So let's start with the average amount of books per person. So what I did is I took the total and then divided that with the amount of members that each team had. So for Team Chaos, they have an average of 5 books. And for Team Control, there's also an average of 5 books, which is incredible, incredible. Then when looking at the amount of pages, because I've rounded everything down to even numbers, it's just a complete number, nothing after the comma, the amount of pages per person for Team Chaos was 1,787. And then for Team Control, it's 1,700 to the dot, which was really, really funny to see. So with this, Chaos is 1 point ahead, but now we go for the final one, which is the most important one because that's the amount of points. If you have finished all of them, you would have gotten all of the points, but not everyone did that. But the average amount of points for Team Chaos is 31 points. Now for Team Control, can we have a little bit of a drum roll? Because this is gonna explain or tell you which team has won this fight. Team Control has gotten an average of 33 points, meaning that this time around Team Control has taken the cake and you have won the fight against the Titans. It was incredibly close. I feel like everyone has done their best. It's only a 2-point difference, guys. Only a 2-point difference. And Team Chaos has taken the longest amount, or the longest books, so they've taken that. So you can kind of see it as a tie, but officially speaking, Team Control takes the cake. I am so proud of everyone. Everyone's done so incredibly well. I want to thank you all so much for participating in GreekGodAthon. You bet I'm going to do another round. I'm not sure if it's going to be as big as this one, but if you are in, we'll definitely do another round. I want to thank you all so much for participating, whether that was Die Hard and finishing all of the prompts, or if you've just read one book. If you were on my team or if you were in someone else's team, thank you so much for all of the love and enthusiasm I and all the other hosts have received during the month of April. No, February. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, it's quite late. Thank you so much for everything, and do stick around for the next round of GreekGodAthon. That said, for this time, for now, Zeus is out. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so you get post notifications whenever there's an update on a new round for GreekGodAthon. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!